I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. So I think that even though this video is not directly related to self-growth, it was worth going over with you guys because I felt like I had some personal, interesting perspectives on what I see. First of all, the first thing you notice is that everybody's in kneeling position, which is actually a torturous position when you sit there too long. Second of all, I imagine nobody can go to the restroom without having to make a big fuss about it. Meaning that they have grown up in a specific, extremely disciplined environment. Now, he is responding to Trump, and he's saying that Trump is saying how he uses force and power for peace, but he hasn't seen that, and that's why the Americans and the infidels and everybody is so bad and dangerous. But meanwhile, he keeps getting this response from the crowd: death to America, death to the Zionists. So what is going on over here? Now, additionally, the way these people worship him, the way he sits up high and they're down lower, it's fascinating to watch. Even the way they raise their hands with their hands open, even while they're going death to America, and they're saying that they support him, but they're still keeping their hands open. So on these 2 points, I was thinking something very interesting. First of all, they have to show that they have no aggression, even in the way they salute him. They keep their hands soft. Second of all, if I can take the guts of either being crazy enough, open-minded enough, or just to have a different perspective, when they say death to America, when they say death to Zionism, perhaps they're talking about the concept. Perhaps in their minds, they believe that their way is the right way, and they have a very, very strict way, as you see. And for them, the open-mindedness, the Western culture, we have to admit there's a lot lacking that we could do better with. Our children are way off the charts of misbehavior. People do what they want. People celebrate things as they feel. Look at social media. Look at me. Everybody thinks that they have an opinion. And over here, there's respect, there's honor. They certainly have certain things in their culture that we are lacking. And maybe they don't mean death to Americans. Maybe they don't mean death to Israelis, but death to the culture, death to America. And because they have a different way of speaking, when we listen to them, we're thinking death. They're murderers. They want to kill. They want to destroy. And that may very well be. They might do it by any means necessary. But they might just mean, as a general term, that they want to end this idea of the way America polices the world. Now, this idea of the entire nation being sort of brainwashed, this is nothing new. Let's say he is a very bad man, and we have a problem with the Iranians because why are they following him? First of all, there are some rebels, but second of all, this is nothing new. As a Jew, we know better than anyone.
Look at what happened with Dr. Mengele. A lot of his subjects idolized him and had unrealistic, unreasonable crushes on him. I'm not looking for any conflict. I'd love your opinions. And again, this is just so that sometimes we need to realize that we are so stuck in our own perspectives. There are other ways of looking at things.